Hi, you guys. I'm going to make a little sheep that looks kind of like this, okay? We're going to try to make another sheep to add him to our chickens and our collection of farm animals. So the first thing I did was take a tube like this one, and I cut it in half so it's smaller like this. And then we're going to take our glue and put lots of glue on our cardboard like this. And we're going to cover the whole thing. I'm going to try to kind of get it on all the edges and use lots and lots. I made the other guy with a glue stick and that didn't work as well. This is, I think, is going to work a lot better. Okay, and then from there, you're going to take your cotton balls. Now, I started out with cotton balls that were bigger, this size, and I cut them into pieces and rolled them up a little bit so they're more like this size, which will work better on our guy. And we're just going to stick them right on here like this. I hope I have enough. I should probably have quite a few. And we kind of want to cover from top to bottom. And they stick on there very nicely with the liquid glue that we have here. Okay, so we're getting closer. So I started out today with like 10 cotton balls I took out of the package, and then I pulled them apart. So I thought 10 was probably a good number to start with, and it looks like probably I'm going to be about right. Okay, so now you can see I kind of covered the whole one with cotton balls, with pieces of cotton balls, and it sticks really nicely to the glue. You can kind of pat it down a little bit. You can stretch them out. You can add one if you have an empty spot, like that. So then we're going to put it down here like this, and I'm going to take my piece of construction paper. I've started here to make a face for my sheep, and you can see here I've cut one ear off, and I'm going to cut the other ear over here. I kind of made an oval at first, then I made the ear, and so over here I'm going to make the other ear. And I'm just going to cut it in a little bit like that, and then cut it like that so the ear is a little bit more pronounced. They're not going to be exactly even. I don't think most sheep ears are, but they look like that. And then I'm going to put on my googly eyes for his face. And here they are. And here is the first one. Put it down there and move it over just a bit. And here's the other one. Put him right next to it. Kind of make sure they're close to each other. The white glue will dry and then it will be clear and you won't see it anymore. And then on the back of it, I'm going to put glue to glue it onto the fur, to that wool that we have on here already. You can see here, just gotta get enough to keep it on there. And again, it will stick real easily to the cotton. So I think we're going to say this is the front. And so he goes on there just like that. See? And the last thing we're going to put on him, oh, I like this. His head's a little, it's like he's tilting his head a little bit, is going to be the legs. Now, the legs I made out of like this. In English, we call this pipe cleaner. I don't know if there's another word for it, but in American English, we call this pipe cleaner. And you can see here, I have made 3 of his legs already. So in order to get them to curl like this, I took a pencil and I just wrapped my pipe cleaner around it like that. And slid it off the end. And now I have 4 legs for him. So I'm going to turn him upside down. So his face is upside down like this. So his legs aren't coming out of his head. And then I'm going to take my glue here again. And I'm going to put a generous amount on this part of his leg. Okay. And then I'm going to place it inside here like this. Now, you're going to have to let these dry for a little while, and that's okay. And the next one is going to go over here. You can see I'm just putting glue on the top part here. Push it up a little bit. And the next one. Going to be in the back part. And the last one. Oh, I see this one fall down. To fix him again. Going here. And this one I'm going to glue on again. Add a little more glue to him, to this one. This leg. And put it back over here in the front. Now I'm going to let this, fingers are so bad. But I'm going to let this dry, so all the legs, the glue on the legs will be dry, and then I can turn him over again, and he can stand on his legs by himself. But in the meantime, this guy is not behaving. In the meantime, I want to just point out on this one, I just used pieces of cardboard from the other half of my cardboard tube that I had left over. And I colored them black with a marker and glued them in here like this. And he sits up pretty good most of the time. And so eventually, his buddy here is going to be right side up. and they can play together. Then I'll have two sheeps. So this wasn't really hard to do. I think it would be fun to try, and I think you should try it and send me a picture. So thanks a bunch. Bye.